was recruiting, and technology was on its way, and so a lot of those students were recruited, sought out and recruited from the local college.
And were there a lot of Latino students at the college when you were there? Do you think that's been equally important for them as for the Anglo background kids?
At that time, I'm not sure. I'm thinking that quite possibly there were not as many as we would hope there would be, but counselors were constantly recruiting, students to go to the college. And so those who had money, and could afford, their parents could afford to put them through college, did go. Others were not able to, but and then there couldn't. But then there were others who sought other universities that they would attend, and other colleges they would attend. So I think it could have been better.
What's your experience, Jack, when you were there? Were there a lot of Latino kids, or
There were
not kids?
yeah, well, they
Students,
were most of them. Again, I'll go back to the military. Most of the friends that I had at college were ex-servicemen, and several of them were Hispanic. But as far as there was a lot of local Hispanic students taking advantage of Trinidad State Junior College, and so we really do have to give credit to that. Like Georganne mentioned about her father and mother. My father also attended Trinidad State Junior College, and my sister, she also did. So,
like in your dad's generation, when would that have been, more or less, and your dad? When are we talking about here?
It was actually, he went to the building trades program probably in, I would think that after I was out of college, so it had to have been in the 80s, 1980s, and my father was, he was born in 36, I believe, but no, earlier than that. So, he went to school after, he was,
After the military.
yeah, and he went back to school as an older student.
Yep.
And he really loved it. It was an opportunity for him.
Good.
Well, my dad went to TSJC. He was an athlete, and I would say it was before I was born. So I was born in 48, so it was in the late 40s that he went to school, and then went on to Adams State. But when Jack and Yolanda and I graduated from high school, a lot of kids didn't go on to college because at that time there was other opportunities out there. A lot of kids were able to move to Denver. A lot of them worked for AT&T. There was a lot of different jobs available at that time where you really didn't need to get a college education. But there were a few of my friends that got scholarships and were able to attend TSJC. When my dad was with the school district, he was a counselor, and my dad worked very, very hard to get so many of our students scholarships throughout, not just TSJC, but to Boulder, the Mary Gore Scholarship, the Betcher Scholarship, all those. So a lot of kids did have the opportunity to go to school and get an education because someone like my father worked very hard to get them